No, it's not the first time. I think, if I remember very fondly, the last time I shaved my hair was back in 2006. But at that time, I would use a pair of scissors to cut my hair. So you can just imagine the mess. Yeah, so it's not my first time shaving my head. My name is Lelo Makhado, and I redefine beauty standards. Yes, Ndamurero. It means savior in Venda. I'm a makeup artist, and I am also currently doing my second qualification in international relations with the University of South Africa. Cosmetology. I'm actually a qualified makeup artist. So we call it concept shoot makeup artist. Recently, I just cut my hair recently, which was like a week ago. So we can just say like over a week. It's been a different experience. Very interesting times. It was a very personal thing, actually. I felt more of like a spiritual awakening because I felt the need for change. There was a need for change, and where I am in my life right now, I'm starting to realize the importance of change and being flexible around change. So that's why I went bald. I think, like I said, where I am in my life and the challenges that I am facing, or some of the things that I'm starting to realize really about life, have gotten me to a position or point where I want to redefine myself, and I need to understand that change is inevitable. So it is gonna happen. So I am starting to become flexible and open-minded to change. Not everything is gonna go according to plan, but that doesn't change God's mandate about my life. So I guess that's why. Just trying to find myself. I think purpose is playing a big role in where I am right now. So with the understanding of what I know now about purpose and desire, it's important for me to redefine that. I had a conversation with someone about us defining purpose and desire and what that entails. So when you remove desire, you begin to understand how purpose and desire come together. You can have a desire to aspire to be this great person, but how is that purpose and that desire aligning to what is there right now? So when you begin to have an understanding of that, that's when you begin to go about your life. It was very scary having to cut my hair. I think I was procrastinating having to cut my hair, but then one moment I was having a conversation, and then I was like, okay, you know what, let's do it. You know, the longer you wait, the longer you procrastinate, it doesn't change the fact that, okay, a decision has to be made. So I was like, okay, you know what, let's go for it. And yeah, very, I mean, the last time I saw myself this bareheaded was back in 2006, which is like a long time ago. So I was very nervous, for sure. It's crazy. There's this aura about me. Like I step out of the house and like there's just this aura. I mean, it has redefined what I thought beauty was according to my eyes. I always thought, okay, me being beautiful is me having like my hair done and all of that. And then in the morning, I just wake up and I look at myself in the mirror and I affirm myself that, damn girl, you're so beautiful. And it's crazy, the feeling of how I feel about myself and the energy around me because I'm bald-headed. I wish I had done it earlier if I knew, you know. But yeah, it's a learning process. But I am incredibly happy with it. There's a lot of peace. Yeah. No, not really. It was big. I mean, that afro. It was big, but I don't think I do miss my hair. I don't think I miss my hair rather, but like I said, it's redefining myself. You know, you have to rebrand yourself and redefine who you are. Yes, the afro was a big part of who I am, big part of my ego, so to say, but who I am now, am I still going to be the same person who I was when I had the afro, who wakes up, who has to do their hair 2 days before just to prepare, you know? Nowadays, I just wake up, you know, shower, do my face, and that's it. So yeah, times have changed, you know, and my priorities have changed. So yeah. I actually wrote on my status during the week that I don't think I'm gonna be growing out my hair anytime soon, because I don't know, there's something about being, I wish women would tap into this and like, don't be afraid. I was afraid, but once I tapped into it, and then I saw like, there's just this awakening about me. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna grow my hair back anytime soon. I am loving this person that I'm becoming. That's the perfect definition of it. Very, very mixed reaction. So I had been telling like my close friends and family that I'm thinking of cutting my hair. And then they were like, no, don't cut your hair. It's so big and all of that. And then I started engaging with my partner about like, okay, I want to cut my hair. And then he is so supportive. Okay, shout out to him. So throughout the whole thing, I was telling him that I want to cut my hair. So I kept reiterating it that I want to cut my hair. And then he was just like, okay, let's do it. And then he cut my hair. I didn't announce to people that when I was cutting my hair. So I just decided one morning, woke up, and then went to cut my hair. He cut my hair. And then at first I was like, okay, that was just me by myself. And then he was feeling it, you know. We had like inside jokes because I always call him big-headed. Like, hey, big head. Now I was the big head. So okay, yeah, he was very responsive of it, like feeling it, you know. I was quite nervous about like how he would be about it. He'd go about it rather, but he was so open-minded to it. He was actually the reason why I decided to just go for it, you know, because as girls we're like, yo, John Utlo ring, I'm so that type of thing. But he was just like, you know what, we have to be open-minded. You know, it's the first time that he gets to be part of something so big and change rather in my life. So he was more excited than me, I guess. So he was very supportive. He has created such a safe space for me to be comfortable in my vulnerability, that it's easy for me to just be myself and not be afraid of change. Yeah. Had he not liked the decision, sure, I don't know, it was gonna knock on my confidence because it's my man, you know. So it was gonna knock on my confidence a bit, but I think, oh my God, I don't know. It's something that I don't know. I don't know how I was gonna go about it. I never actually thought that far about it because of the space that I'm in. So some of the things I never think about, but had he not been open-minded to it, it was gonna be a problem because I had literally made up my mind that I want to cut my hair. So had he not been open-minded about it, I was still gonna go through with it regardless of what he felt or how he felt rather. Yeah. And then I'm the only daughter, and then I have like 3 brothers. So I took everyone a video, like their reaction to my head. So I'm like, ta-da! And then my older brother's like, oh my gosh, I can't stop touching your head. And then the one who comes after me, he's like, oh my gosh. And then he fist pumped me. And then the small one, he's like, he doesn't know how to react. So it was like mixed reaction. And then when I finally showed my friends, they were like, oh my gosh, you really did it. And it looks good. So it was like, okay, like you're rocking it. So then I guess that was the reception I got with regards to my hair. My mom was like, oh my gosh, you look like your father. She's like, I always thought you looked like me, her. And then I'm like, and then she was like, no, but you look like your father, hey? So that was how my mom reacted. And yeah, it reminded her of when I was younger. So she's like, oh my word, you're just like a little pinky nini. So that was my mom's reaction. My dad was like, whoa, okay, is this like a permanent thing? Because he was not expecting it. Yeah, so my dad was like, okay, are you like a breast cancer or something? Is that what you're advocating for nowadays? Because he was not expecting it. Yeah, that was my parents' reaction. No, I don't think anyone has thought of doing that, because I'm not someone who's open to being touched. So everyone knows that I have that boundary set in place, like you don't touch me. Even before I was bullheaded, you do not touch me. Like, yeah, it's a phobia. It's called cheratophobia. So I'm not, I can even feel it right now. The thought of someone touching me. I'm not very open to being touched. So I think them touching my head, it was not in the books. Yeah. What can I tell them about cutting their hair? I'll tell them to go for it. You never know. You never know. And I think the only thing that would be holding you back from cutting your hair would just be how people would react to it. But people will adjust. That's just how life is. You know, we learn to adjust. We learn to move from where we are from where we were rather to where we are now, and just proceed with what we have. And it's very important to be open-minded. I would emphasize them being open-minded to change, because change will come whether you're ready or yeah. So change will come. So just go for it. How often do I see bald-headed women? Yeah. Not so often, hey? Not so often. There's a certain beauty standard that has been portrayed by the media for women. It's long weaves, you know, lace front and all these things, natural hair with like edges done and all of those things. So I don't see a lot of women with natural hair, well, that are bald-headed rather. Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Really, I was enjoying my interview. That is good. That is good.
Enjoyed it. So yeah, that's the interview.
How did I do?